Hey, Internet, Eric here. If you know what's going on with the channel, it's nothing but movies I've never seen for the rest of the year that I'm going to discuss here. But I also mentioned in the community post here on the channel and on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, that I kind of want to get into discussing fan films, and just to kind of cleanse the palate of mainstream movies or just random independent stuff. And I do believe that there's a difference between independent films and fan films. And I also wanted to discuss fan films that didn't have Jason Voorhees in it. I get as much as I love the franchise, that's all there is. You know what I mean? For the most part. So I don't want to talk about Jason. I don't want to talk about Tommy Jarvis for a while. And I have a few ideas of what I'm going to discuss, but this video I thought would be the perfect one to start a non-Jason Voorhees fan film discussion, because I know two of the three people involved. I've discussed or had conversations with the director for for a handful of months on Twitter. I converse and for a long time with the actress. There's an actor and an actress. There's two people in this film, and I went to the director knowing that it had just dropped or it was going to drop at the time. And I asked him, I said, would you mind if I watched it and discussed it on the channel? And he said, absolutely. And I did tell him, I said, just because we know each other and we have a really good relationship, I'm going to be 100% fair because I don't want to show favoritism. There's something I don't like about the movie or the film, I'm going to say that. He knew that going in. So today, like I said, as of this recording, less than a week uploaded online, so there will be plot spoilers and specific scenes, like I say in every single video. Today I'm going to discuss Alone Through the Night. And normally, I have either the physical media copy or the iPad with the poster. To my knowledge, none of that exists. So we're gonna do it that way. Basic plot of this is we are following a young woman. She is sitting alone in on a park bench, in a park, obviously, and she looks to the distance and she sees a creep creeping on her, and she feels uncomfortable, runs home, locks the doors, finds out he's outside, and she's got to take care of the situation. Going into this, I asked the director, because when it comes to fan films, I want to know a little bit of what I'm getting into, and I was able to find out that $200 budget, if that, he said, shot on an iPhone, and shot over maybe a little bit over a month. This was directed by TJ Garvey. I hope I'm not butchering your last name. If I am, well, sorry. Let's get to it. First off, the female, I'm just going to call her by her real name, Vanessa Castillo. She does pretty good in this for what she needs to do. She does a good job looking scared. She does a good job looking pretty. And what I like about this is I guess you'd say her emotions evolve, because there's no dialogue in this. And again, that's something I liked, because she has no inner monologue. She's not, when she's running away from this psychopath, she's not talking to herself, pumping herself up, because she's not trying to talk to the audience, which happens a lot in these type of horror films, because she is by herself. Who the fuck would she be talking to? You know what I mean? So that bit of realism I really liked. And we're going to get to, like I said, with Vanessa, like, she goes from being scared and worried, and then by the end of the film, when she takes care of the psychopath, she has this confidence look in her, a job well done, a gotcha look, and then when we have this ending, like, I guess you'd say, after credit sequence, which I'll get into in a second, you have a different look from her at all, or you have a different look from her altogether. So I really like that. Ben Walker plays the psychopath. I have no idea who Ben Walker is. I just literally followed him on Twitter. He, again, no dialogue. He does what he needs to do. I'll tell you this. He's not in the movie as much as Vanessa, but when he's in it, he's got some of the creepiest bug eyes that I've seen in a long time. He's there to look creepy. He's off in the distance. He does this creepy slow wave to Vanessa. I'll tell you what. I'm alone in the park, sitting on a park bench, reading my Arnold Schwarzenegger autobiography like she's doing. I'm pushing 300 pounds. I'm somewhat built. I would be scared of this motherfucker. And that's all he does. He has this creepy look that one of these Okay, you need to be in the padded room with the straitjacket type of thing. He does his job. I really liked some of the music. It says in the ending credits where the music was from. Sorry, off the top of my head, I didn't write it down. But you have that Friday the 13th type feel. They're huge Friday the 13th fans. But what I really liked, my favorite piece of music, was during the ending credits. It had this weird, soothing, kind of out of place, in my opinion, lullaby music box type music. You know, like in the music box you crank, just let it play. You got the little ballerina spinning around. I really liked that. So it had this little bit of creepiness, but then it had just like a soothing sound. So I really liked that. I'll tell you this. This dude says, TJ says he filmed this on his iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. I have a Droid. It works fine, aside from a few bugs. Never used an iPhone. This camera on this iPhone looks really, really clean and crisp. There's a lot of great establishing shots. This whole thing is filmed at nighttime, and it just looks, I mean, he picked the right spots. Like there's a fountain wherever they're filming. They're filmed around their town where they live. There's this shot of this fountain. The lighting is perfect. So he did a very good job of location scouting, in my opinion. TJ has done some other short films or shorts or what have you, music videos, and they're on his YouTube channel. So he knows how to use the camera. One of my favorite shots, I got to give him credit for this. It's the camera is facing like towards Vanessa's bedroom. I guess she's walking around like I think she had just gotten out of the shower, fell asleep. She was on the computer. She fell asleep in her bed, and then she hears noises or something. And we are like the bedroom door. Like she's coming from her bedroom this way. We have a door that's closed. We see a little bit of her moving in the shadow, and then suddenly she comes into frame, and the door slowly opens, and she slides through. It was a really cool. I don't know if you call it an establishing shot, but it was a really cool shot of just her coming into frame, coming into focus. I enjoyed the after the credits sequence, and let's get to the end. You got Ben outside looking creepy. We think he's gonna break in. Boom! There's a gunshot. He's dead. Vanessa's there holding the gun. She looks outside. What I like is, we'll get to some constructive criticism. What I like is, you hear a window shatter. She looks outside, and to me, continuity's key. It looks like that little piece of the window that she may have shot through is not there. So I don't know if they, slid the window open or whatever. That stuff counts. She has this gotcha look. You know what I mean? Like, she has this look of mission accomplished. So I like that. But then we find out, of course, Ben was on, he escaped police custody. We see a wanted poster, like in the fountain, saying he escaped police custody, like wanted for murder type of thing. So then you have the ending credits, and then we cut back to Vanessa once again on the park bench. Now she's like reading The Punisher or something. I think it's The Punisher. She's still dressed. She does wear revealing clothing, and she does that. She did that in the very beginning of the film too. And this is just, the gears twisting. She's doing that on purpose. She's purposely showing her cleavage and showing her looks, because it seems like to me she's trying to draw these psychopaths or these weirdos or these freaks who think, hey, a woman's showing her stuff, it's time to be a creep on them. And then she takes them out of the situation because she looks like she's ready for the next person to make an attempt. That's how I took it, and that's the lasting expression that we see from Vanessa. She has that, okay, round two, who's next type of thing. So I really like that. Any constructive criticism, because I did tell you that there would be some, or if there would be some, that I would say it. The problem with filming at night is I guess you would say the outdoor sounds, the crickets or cicadas or whatever it is, are quite loud. I mean, we do have that little bit of realism. There is no dialogue, so it's not like we can't hear what Vanessa's trying to say, but it is so loud, it's kind of distracting, and it kind of, at times, just takes me out of it. Like, I had to turn the volume down. Like, I was watching it on my phone, my daughter's in the other room, and she was wondering, what's that noise? So that's a little loud. the scene where Vanessa's running away, like when Ben's looking at her and she's running from the park bench to her home. That was a little long. Whoop-de-doo. And even though I know you had a very small budget, I kind of wish the confrontation between Vanessa and Ben, the psychopath, was just a little longer. Like, we get the stereotypical, we see him through the window, he's looking crazy as fuck. He pulls the knife slowly out of its sheath. I would have maybe, and I'm no fucking filmmaker, dude, I would have maybe shown like a close-up shot of him pulling it out of the sheath, like on his leg, instead of the slow thing like that. Nitpicking. And I wish maybe he could have gotten into the house, whatever. Or seen him shot, but again, budget-wise. I get it. That's about the only criticism I have, because we're going into a film that's 9 minutes long, $200, filmed over a month. Two people, to my knowledge, have no acting credits. I don't know anything that Vanessa has done, if she's done anything on screen, acting-wise, or I know nothing about Ben Walker. So, you know what you're getting into. Very amateur, but you know what? I was pretty pleased overall with this short film, Alone Through the Night. Constructive criticism be damned, but gotta be fair, dude. Overall, I highly recommend it. It's something different. You have pretty girl in distress. There is a shower scene. You don't get to see anything because it's YouTube, but you know what? You have that obligatory unnecessary shower scene, which is in all these type of horror movies. You have a creepy looking psychopath in Ben's character. Great shots. Like I said, this camera that you used on your phone, dude, really good. Really enjoy that ending music, with the lullaby. And if I'm reading it right, and Vanessa's really pulling these people out so she can take care of them, that progression, thought it was really cool. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. Comment below. Tell me if you've seen this. If not, go to it. Links below. Comment on their video. Comment here. Tell me, what do you think? Am I right in the things I like? Am I right in my criticisms? Am I wrong? Am I totally talking out of my ass? Hey, that's what I'm here for. More things planned. Got some unboxings. Got some interviews. Random other things that I'm not going to say, because then I'll probably be unmotivated to do it. But the link below is for the short film. Give it a watch. Tell them I sent you. Good job, guys. Cheers.